Anthony Freeman is an extraordinary athlete. At 28, he continues to train and compete on the national stage. Though his sports career started out like most elite athletes, his journey to where he is today has been anything but typical.
There's a lot of expectations going into my freshman year, so ninth grade, I really wanted to show out for my position. I was the starting running back. I was also punt return, kick return, and I was starting safety, so I was kind of doing it all. I had this backache, this really bad backache, and I just thought it was from like over-exercising or just over-exalting myself. After a while, I noticed at the end of the season, I started urinating blood a little bit. It wasn't until the end of the season until we really found out how severe the injury was. Sent us to the ER, did a lot of blood work, and got a biopsy actually that evening. When I found out about the end-stage renal failure, it was like a scramble of trying to figure out what to do. And the mentality I had was, I guess being a 15-year-old kid was lost hope. I didn't think I had a chance at being a normal kid anymore, so it kind of sent me into a depression. Every night, I couldn't believe that this happened to me, so I kind of cursed everyone. I was super mad, super angry. It got to the point to where my family sort of distanced themselves from me, and I ended up homeless on dialysis for a few years.
At the age of 23, after 7 years on dialysis and years on the waiting list, Anthony was notified that a donor kidney was available.
The day I got the call, I joke about this a lot, but I actually hung up on them 2 times. So I kind of soaked it in for about an hour or two before I could react, but it was just a feeling of like ultimate relief. Afterwards, it was just like, you know, waking up to a new world every single night. I was there for about a week and I cried every night because I was just thinking, I'm gonna be an athlete again. I'm gonna be able to give back to my community. I'm gonna be able to be a voice of reason, a voice of change, a voice of motivation, you know? So it was more so much excitement in the room of like, this is a second chance at life.
Anthony Freeman came to us a couple of years ago. At the time, I was doing a lot of things with UALR and other colleges and stuff, so I wanted somebody who could really connect with those kids on campus. And then I found out he was a recipient, and I was like, man, this really would work well.
When I found out about what they do and the practices, the stand that they take on organ donation and just everything that they do, I just wanted to be a part of that so bad.
He was so appreciative of his gift that he had received that he wanted to give back so much. And he was eager. He was willing to do it in a variety of ways.
I've been through a few transplant games supported by Aurora, and I just can't say how appreciative I am that these guys really like believe in me enough to actually say like, this is our transplant athlete, you know, this is Anthony Freeman. It makes me feel vibrant again, you know, it makes me feel like there's hope again, but thinking about that now, there's so many doors that are open, there's so many opportunities, and academics was just something the least I could do. Just having an education from being a high school dropout to a graduate, and I ended up having the Rotary Scholarship, about 6 other scholarships, ended up being valedictorian of my class, and having the Academic All-Star Scholarship, which they only award that in one person with each college in the state.
I just think that in the future that he will be one of those people that we will be hearing a lot about. I think that he'll make an impact on his community that will be widespread and wide felt. I think that he'll be the person that he might even take my job one day.
Every time I give my speeches to schools, or I just talk to my friends, or I talk to my family, I mention that there's 2 people talking. You know, this is my second chance at life, and we're both living this life together. So me pushing as a 4.0 student, me pushing as an athlete, me pushing as a family man, a support system, motivator, it's all for us.
Aurora exists to help Arkansans by maximizing the opportunities for organ, tissue, and eye donation in the state. And we help to restore lives by recovering organs for transplants. But we can't do it without you.
I literally had to revamp my heart to really pour out and realize that this is it. There's somebody else that's gonna go through the same experience, and if I can live to retell the story, to reiterate the story, to give them inspiration, to give them another hope, to make sure that they know there's a second breath, there's a second chance, I will tell them to live for them.
Because of you, restoring the lives of people like Anthony is possible. Register to become an organ, tissue, and eye donor.